From News 3 Now, this is breaking news.
We begin with a breaking story tonight. The Madison Fire Department confirming a body has been pulled from a retention pond this afternoon at Elver Park on the city's far west side.
That's where we find our Arman Rahman, who has the latest developments. Arman?
Eric and Susan, I just heard from a detective from the Madison Police Department a few minutes ago. She did confirm that an adult body, she did not give an age or a gender, was pulled from the water here about 10 yards away from shore, not very far. The detective said that a passerby reported seeing the body in the water here at Elver Park, and the medical examiner is on scene. If anything suspicious is found, they will ramp up the scene. Here's what the detective had to say about today's incident.
This is a very, very rare call. This does not normally happen. So it's very uncommon for this type of thing to occur.
And like I said, they will give more updates, and they will change the scene, obviously, if anything suspicious is found with the body that was found here at Elver Park. Again, to recap, an adult, no gender, no age given, was pulled about 10 feet from the shore here in the water at the retention pond at Elver Park. We'll bring you more updates as they come. For now, live in Madison, Arman Rahman, News 3 Now.
Arman, thank you. This story is still developing, as Arman said. Make sure to stay up to date with the latest information by downloading our News 3 Now News app. Just search for WISC-TV in your app store. Next tonight, Madison schools will be the latest public spaces to be fully equipped with naloxone, the life-saving drug that can reverse an opioid overdose.
Well, it's thanks to a partnership with UW Health. Now, all 50 MMSD buildings will have that drug available inside the current AED boxes. Our Braden Ross spoke with the district today about the new addition. And Braden, why is this so needed in our schools?
Yeah, well, I spoke with MMSD's head nurse today. She told me making naloxone more accessible in schools isn't just for the students and staff that walk those halls every day. It's also for the community at large.
The more naloxone available, the easier it is to reduce overdose deaths.
90 AED boxes across 50 Madison Metropolitan School District buildings will now have one more way to save lives.
It's almost like an inhaler that you just, insert in the person's nostril, and so it's fairly hard to mess up.
Naloxone, or Narcan, is a life-saving drug, just like the many others they keep around.
Just like we stock epinephrine for allergy or anaphylaxis episodes, we also stock albuterol for asthma. We now also stock Narcan in all of our health offices for any opioid overdose situations.
The drug can reverse the effects of an overdose, a valuable tool as drug overdose deaths continue to rise in Dane County. In 2022, almost 1,500 people died due to opioids across the state of Wisconsin. In Dane County, that number was 126 deaths.
Our schools are part of our larger community. And so if there is fentanyl or other opioids that are being distributed out in our community, we will see that in our schools.
And it's not just students and staff that can benefit from increased access to Narcan.
These are public areas, and often, especially in after hours, the public is there. So in the event of an emergency, the AED cabinets would be available.
MMSD was able to fully stock their buildings thanks to help from UW Health and grant funds from Dane County. Naloxone is now available in all AED boxes across the school district's buildings as we speak.
All right, Braden, thank you. The rain across southern Wisconsin, it continued today, but it looks like there is an end in sight for tonight.
And possibly into the end of the work week as well. Let's head out to the weather patio. Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington has a quick look at the forecast.
Hey, Susan. Hey, Eric. Sun's coming out here on the patio right now. We had the light rain shower across much of southern Wisconsin today. That is all since pretty much diminished across the area. Radar 3000 not showing a single drop really in Dane County at all. You have one little blip off to the west between Arena and Mazo-Maney, right off of Highway 14. What's the irony of this? Meteorologist Alex Harrington showing you this one lone shower in southern Wisconsin, and it's right over the Harrington farm. So hello, family. Again, we're across southern Wisconsin. That's really the only shower that's out there right now. Future track showing a couple other showers, maybe another clap or two of thunder, primarily over southwestern Wisconsin, but not expecting severe weather at all this evening. And those showers and isolated storms would be few and far between. Diminishing trend, as Susan and Eric was just mentioning. 62 in Madison. We've warmed up because we've had a little bit of sunshine out there, upper 50s across the rest of southern Wisconsin. We have more rain chances in the forecast coming up in Maine weather. We're going to track the next rain chance, and that's for Friday evening. So we'll have a decent amount of dry time on Friday. This next band of showers and storms on Friday could bring the possibility of a strong storm. I'll explain in a few minutes.
All right, Alex, thank you. The encampment protests are continuing on UW-Madison's campus for the 11th day.
And as graduation nears, we asked the local police department surrounding the university what the response might look like with both of those events happening at once. Our Catherine Merck joins us now live at Library Mall on what was a rainy day with an update there, Catherine.
Eric and Susan, the rain did not stop graduates from taking photos in their caps and gowns, and it also didn't stop the protesters behind me. Yesterday, a meeting between the group that's gathered here at the encampment and the university broke down after protesters walked out. Today, people tell me at the encampment that conversations are continuing with leaders at the university to meet their demands. I asked one protester about what her stance was on what's happening on campus as graduation nears.
We definitely want our students to be able to celebrate, but we also want every student to be able to celebrate, and that includes students in Gaza who can no longer have an education.
In response, today, students marched from Library Mall to Bascom Hill, where they did a die-in protest. Other universities, most notably Columbia University, canceled graduation celebrations because of the way these protests escalated. Though there's not any plans of that happening at UW-Madison, there's definitely still a different feeling on campus with all of this happening this weekend. This morning, I reached out to the UW-Madison Police Department and the Madison Police Department, asking what an extra police presence will look like this weekend with the protests and more people in town for graduation. They told me they're staffing it the same way that they would a normal busy weekend like a game day, and that you can expect that this weekend. Reporting live from UW-Madison's campus, I'm Catherine Merck, News 3 Now.
Catherine, thank you. Last night, police arrested a 20-year-old man who they say tried to fight people near Library Mall, near the encampment there. It was just after 9 o'clock. Officers were called to the area of East Campus Mall for the report of a man threatening to fight people. Police say he was uncooperative with officers and refused to identify himself, and then ran into the middle of the encampment. He resisted arrest, and a crowd gathered around him as police took him into custody. No injuries were reported. The man faces charges of disorderly conduct and resisting arrest. The Mount Horeb community is continuing to recover from the shooting outside the middle school last week on Wednesday.
And as we wait to learn more official details from the Department of Justice, our Maddie Heimsch sat down with some of those most affected. Maddie?
Susan, Eric, I spoke with a middle schooler and her mother not only about Wednesday's events, but about the school environment leading up to the day and the community reaction since. They told me one of the biggest takeaways has been identifying warning signs. Anna Kolb had homeroom with the student. She said she talked to him on Tuesday, the day before, and he seemed, quote, completely fine.
He had like kind of a dark humor, but nobody really thought it was serious ever. We all thought he was joking, so we didn't say anything.
Looking back, Anna said there were signs that something was wrong. Between the students' comments in class and posts on social media, Anna said it was well known that he had been interested in weapons and even in other school shootings.
Because I thought to myself, you know, at first you're like, why didn't his parents know? But then I think to myself, I don't monitor their social media accounts. I mean, I have no concerns about them. I have no reason to monitor them, but you know, then I can't really hold that against other parents for not knowing what their child is posting on social media.
Since Wednesday, the Mount Horeb Area School District has put out strong messaging encouraging students to speak out if they see or hear something that could be cause for concern. Anna told me students are taking this message seriously. She says in the past week, she's been observing her peers more and has even reported to teachers when she sees a friend who might need more help than they're letting on. I'll be back with more from both Heather and Anna on News 3 Now at 6 as we continue to hear the stories behind that new hashtag Mount Horeb Strong.
We will see you at 6, Maddie. Thanks. thank you. Today marks 1 year since a condo on Madison's west side exploded, leaving the damage you see behind me. This explosion injured 4 people. It displaced 21 from their homes. It was near Gammon Road and Park Ridge Drive, May 9th of last year. First responders took 1 person to a hospital and 3 others were able to go to the hospital on their own with minor injuries. The fire department says during their investigation, they weren't able to find out what caused the explosion. They say a 20-pound propane tank attached to a grill outside had its valve on and was empty, but they don't know what ignited the gas leading to the explosion. Since 2015, Madison has been ranked in the top 5 best cities for biking in the U.S. by the League of American Bicyclists as more cyclists now take to the streets this summer. The Wisconsin State Patrol is urging all bicyclists to be alert and safe on our roads. Here are some helpful rules they're passing along for bicyclists to follow. Wear a helmet, obey all traffic laws and signs, be aware of your surroundings, use signals when turning or stopping, stay safe and visible by wearing bright protective gear, and don't forget to have reflective tape and/or lights on the front and back of your bicycles. The city of Madison releasing its annual water quality report today, showing that the city continues to meet or exceed all federal and state standards for health and safety. The report provides an overview of tens of thousands of drinking water quality tests conducted in 2023. The results show copper and lead corrosion continue to fall and remain at safe levels. The only concern outlined in the report is PFAS chemicals. 10 of Madison's 20 wells contained at least one of the chemicals, but all are still at acceptable levels. The monitoring will continue. Just ahead, Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington is back again. A complete look at his first horn forecast and our storm outlook for the weekend. And many of us are lured in by credit cards promising airline rewards, but are they holding up their end of the bargain? We'll have a closer look at that next at 5. Thursday trading on Wall Street, the Dow surging more than 331 points, the Nasdaq adding 43.5, the S&P 500 up 26. We'll be right back.
When replacing your windows, you want them to be built by the best and backed by the best. That's what you'll get with replacement windows only available from Renewal by Andersen. When you choose Renewal by Andersen at Wanakee Remodeling, you're not getting a one-size-fits-all product. From design and sales to manufacturing, installation, and service, we own the entire process. This month only, when you buy 1 window or patio door, you'll get 140% off, plus 12 months special financing. Visit WanakeeRemodeling.com for more details.
Why choose between that new deck you've been wanting and that vacation you've been dreaming about? Get both. A deck that outlasts wood 3 to 1 and up to a 7-day vacation on one of the top cruise lines or at one of our hundreds of resorts with no blackout date restrictions. Call now or visit the website for your new deck today.
Imagine trying to take on one of the big car companies. It's not easy. Yet this year, one local law firm finalized the largest compensatory verdict in state history against an automaker, over $38 million. And it was no fluke. That same firm has been holding big car companies accountable for faulty designs that cause injury for over 50 years. Because Wisconsinites know who to call when it's a must-win scenario. They call Habish, Habish & Rotier. National reputation, hometown service.
With Dad's arthritis, he struggles with housework and bathing, so I called A Grace. Yes, A Grace. With their age-at-home service, Dad gets the help he needs to stay independent at home.
A Grace, caring every step of the way.
You and running have been together for a while now. Fact is, so has Morgan's Good Form Running. Every run is more than just a run. It's about finding oneself. Movement in a new pair of Hokas is good magic. Gear up today at Morgan's Good Form Running. Buy a pair of Hokas and experience the difference. Why run when you can fly?
Experience the comfort and style of Hoka. Visit us here today at Morgan's Good Form Running.
Morgan's Good Form Running, Hilldale.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we get you outdoors because we get you. When it's time to get out and cultivate your ideal yard, we get you the right products at the right prices. Like Scott's Turf Builder Lawn Food, $49.99 after sale and mail-in rebate. Scott's Turf Builder Triple Action, $76.99 after sale and rebate. Scott's Grub X Season-Long Grub Killer, $24.99 after sale and rebate. Plus, come test drive our huge selection of mowers and lawn equipment during this Saturday's Ride and Drive event, starting at 9 a.m. at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
Coming up, it's a countdown to commencement. Seniors and protesters share their perspectives on the campus turmoil before the ceremony. And then we connect with the Mount Horeb community, how people are recovering after the recent shooting. That's tonight at 6.
Been scammed? Landlord not responding? Have billing disputes? Take action. May 16th from 4 to 6:30 p.m. Call 608-270-2833 and News 3 Now's Call for Action investigators will help you get results. You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
Well, Americans remain a bit gloomy about the housing market. Just 21% say it is a good time to buy a home. That's according to a new Gallup survey, tying with last year for the worst reading in Gallup history. Meanwhile, 76% say it's actually a bad time to buy a house, which is below last year's record of 78%. These findings reflect the affordability issue in the housing market. Potential home buyers face record high prices and also high mortgage rates.
Disney and Warner Brothers Discovery are planning to create a new streaming bundle. That's according to an announcement. It will combine Disney Plus and Disney's Hulu with Warner Brothers Max. The bundle will be available on an ad-free and ad-supported basis. The new collaborative effort would also put comic book rivals Marvel and DC together in a cooperative venture. The company said details on pricing and its release will be announced in the near future. Well, they're designed to draw in new customers. Now, federal regulators want to make sure that credit card companies are following through on airline rewards and on points and miles. They held a public hearing today as part of an investigation.
And Ivan Rodriguez explains what the panel hopes to accomplish and how it could impact the next time you cash in those points.
U.S. Airlines back in the spotlight, this time for their frequent flyer programs and their co-branded credit cards.
Point systems like frequent flyer miles and credit card rewards have become a meaningful part of our economy.
The U.S. Department of Transportation and the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau holding a public hearing Thursday as part of an investigation into potential unfair or deceptive practices. The panel included several airline and banking industry representatives discussing whether companies are being upfront with their rewards programs.
People do track these carefully when they're engaged and when they're earning these rewards. And so that reward, though, and the value of that is only subject to what the airline wants to do with it and how they choose to conduct their program.
On the agenda, transparency surrounding booking award tickets, devaluing of miles over time, transferring of points and miles, and how companies notify customers when making changes to the program.
The airlines, they're constantly moving the goalposts, especially with their elite status.
Brian Kelly, the founder of PointsGuy.com, says these credit cards represent big business for the major airlines. United Airlines valued its loyalty program at $20 billion in 2019.
As they grow in influence, I think it's only natural to expect a little bit more oversight because it really is a whole new currency that is really driving our whole economy.
Time now to get a look at your first warn forecast. Here's Alex with the latest.
Good evening there, folks. Temperatures have warmed up pretty nicely considering all the rain showers that we had earlier today. We were going to say upper 50s, but we actually got a couple 60s because we got a little bit of sunshine here in Madison. I confirmed that just a few moments ago out on the patio. We're up to 62 degrees. Normal highs are in the mid to upper 60s this time of year, so just a little bit below normal. But with the rain shower activity and the winds have died down, it's not a bad evening. 61 in McFarland, 60 to the west in Cross Plains. Here at the Capitol, a few more clouds have filled in, but again, we're at 62 degrees. Not so bad in the wind department northeast at about 10 to 15 miles per hour, and the rain shower activity has significantly dwindled across all of southern Wisconsin. You got to go west of Dane County, south of Arena to get a shower here in Dane County, high and dry. Not going to be shocked to see another shower or two across the area this evening, but most places will stay dry overnight tonight. And Future Track doing a brilliant job picking up just a couple of dots of yellows and a couple of green dots as well. Can't rule out an isolated clap of thunder, but in this case, much of southern Wisconsin, again, going to be high and dry overnight tonight, dipping down into the low to mid 40s. We're already back up to 51 degrees by the time you get to 8 o'clock in the morning because the sun's coming out, and the sun in May, and as we head into the summer, excuse me, is a nice strong sun, so that warms up pretty quickly. By the time we get to 3 o'clock in the afternoon on your Friday, highs in the mid to upper 60s, we'll be keeping an eye on a line of thunderstorms that will be rapidly moving through southern Wisconsin Wisconsin, already exiting the area by 9, 10 o'clock at night. 1 or 2 of these storms could be on the stronger side with some gusty winds and some hail. First Warn Weather Team will be keeping an eye on this line of storms. This should be the last line of storms that we see for about 48 hours or so, and not a lot of rain out of this line too, because it's going to be a quick moving line, maybe 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch at most, provided that line holds together and makes it in to southern Wisconsin. But we have more rain shower chances and thunderstorm chances in our forecast. Here's that line of thunderstorms coming through, scattered to widespread. A dry day for the most part on Saturday. You can't rule out a shower with our weather pattern being active. The next chance of showers and thunderstorms approaching that scattered category will be on Mother's Day. Coming up at 6 o'clock, I'm going to show you how that Mother's Day line of showers and thunderstorms will pan out. But the day itself is looking beautiful. Temperatures in the mid-70s. It's an evening storm chance that we will be tracking on Mother's Day. And as we carry out through the rest of the 10-day period, on and off shower and storm chances, the next best bout of rain would be Wednesday night going into your Thursday, and then a little bit cooler as we head towards the end next week. Traffic right now doing great. Eastbound and westbound 55 miles per hour to 60 miles per hour. Down in Janesville, how fast are we going? We're going at 70 miles per hour. That's par for course. And northwest towards the Dells at 70 miles per hour. Good news is if you're driving this evening, you should not need the windshield wipers too much more. Should be pretty much dry for the rest of the evening.
All right, Alex, thank you. Airbnb introducing new experiences for travelers on its platform inspired by iconic movies, music, and places. The new Icons category features an overnight stay at the Minneapolis house from the movie Purple Rain with a chance to hear unreleased songs by Prince. Another option, a stay in the Clock Tower room at the Musée d'Orsay in Paris with a private museum tour, or a night at the Ferrari Museum in Italy and a special trip around the test track there. Airbnb co-founder and CEO Brian Chesky appeared on CBS Mornings to discuss the enticing new offers.
We're spending so much more time on our devices, and I wanted to create a product that created some magic in the real world. And, you know, we started thinking, what if these worlds that only exist in your imagination could suddenly become real?
Now, to stay at an icon, guests must first answer questions about why they want to go. Airbnb then reviews the submissions, offering golden tickets for guests to complete their bookings and have an experience of a lifetime. All are available for free or under $100. Next at 5, summer's almost here. That means the return of the Madison night market. It'll be bigger this year, too. We'll check out what's going on in the 608 after a short break.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Rider chips. Just taking a break. That window's a bear.
Don't worry. My cousin's got a guy.
Hey, I'm not sure I can help you with the house gas, but I can help you replace this window fast.
Let the experts at Feldco kickstart your home renewal with 2-for-1 windows and no interest for 1 year. Plus, we'll get it done Feldco fast.
2-for-1 windows won't last long. Hurry. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
Not only does it change you on the outside, but something in the inside, knowing that you're looking better.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt in my life.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Well, today we're going to see one for ourselves and let you be the judge. It's called Plexiderm, and lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and you'll notice the model has bags underneath his eyes and some sagging, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face, and that's how easy it is.
All right, what's the active ingredient?
Okay, so it's silicates that are minerals found in shale rock, and what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes, and as little as 10 minutes, no prescriptions, and very little effort. Even watching the video, this is a real, it's a model, but it's a real guy with real bags underneath his eyes.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
And I did this to my father. We were at home. So we applied it to his under eye bags. And let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view. And now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. He calls me every single month saying, hey, Annette, I'm out of Plexiderm, please send me more. And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. The way you want to do it is you want to have a clean, dry face. You use a small amount because it's so powerful. You have high school reunions, you have events you want to go to, you want to look years younger, this is it.
At our $14.95 price, it's the best way to try Plexiderm and see it work for yourself after your first application. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
It's Empire Today's biggest sale, the 50-50-50 sale. 50% off carpet and flooring, 50% off padding and materials, and 50% off installation.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today.
With Sweeto Metal Roofing, you get quality metal roofs installed by the best in the business. A metal roof means no fading, no storm repairs, true sustainability, and lower energy bills.
Sweeto Metal Roofing, the last roof you'll ever need.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5. Moving forward.
Happening right now in the 608. It started at 5 o'clock. The Madison Night Market returns for its 2024 lineup.
And Josh Sprider went downtown to learn what's new and what you can expect in the coming months.
Today we have Matt Trammell of the Central Improvement Business District joining us. And Matt, this is such an exciting time for you guys and really the kickoff, the unofficial kickoff here for State Street events.
Absolutely it is. We have a long summer of events coming up, but tonight's the first kickoff and we're really excited about it.
What makes 2024 special in your eyes for the Madison Night Market?
Oh, because it keeps getting bigger and bigger. In fact, this year we expanded up onto Carroll Street and Mifflin. So we have over 110 vendors tonight, which is by far our biggest ever. So it continues to gain in popularity. And of course, with all the families being in town tonight, really for graduation over the weekend, we know this is going to be one of the biggest markets of the year.
You know, you talk about expansion, that has to be huge for local business and getting all these people down here.
It is, and we see, based on the data that we look at, we have somewhere between 10 to 15,000 people who come down, particularly for these events. And so anytime those people are coming down, whether or not they're coming down for the vendors that are on the street, they're also going in and out of the businesses that are already here. So we know it's a really good multiplier effect for those businesses.
So plenty of time to get down here this year, happening every month. You know, what would be your plea for folks watching to get down here and check things out?
Oh, it's just a perfect example of everything that we do really well here in Madison. All of the artisan vendors that are here, really mixing with the amazing businesses that are already here. It's really what makes Madison a unique place to be. And so come down tonight, and then after that, come down every other day as well.
Plenty of time to get down. All right,
of course.
Matt, thank you so much. We appreciate your time.
Thank you.
If you'd like to learn more about the Madison Night Market, you can go up to this story on channel3000.com. In the 608, I'm Josh Sprider, News 3 Now.
And we'll be right back with a final check of your first warn forecast.
Have your best summer ever with Bachman's Mother's Day Pool Sale. Save 25% off all in-stock above-ground radiant pools. Visit our showrooms in Madison and Brookfield and save.
Go ahead. Relax. It's Bachman's.
Now at Menards, get an 11% rebate on everything for your next project. We have all your garden and landscaping essentials. Visit our outdoor garden center today and update your backyard space. Get these 2x8 privacy lattice panels for just $14.99 each after rebate. Trust Master Garden Premium Garden Soil for better results in your garden. Its slow-release fertilizer feeds flowers and vegetables up to 9 months. Just $5.99 after 11% rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
We've been everywhere. We've coated patios, pool decks, basements, hospitals, warehouses, machine sheds, restaurants, retail stores, showrooms, locker rooms. We've been everywhere. Driveways, walkways, man caves, churches, schools, airports, hotels, and garages. If it's concrete, TSR will coat it. Want to instantly look more attractive and years younger? The solution is whiter teeth. But you love coffee and tea, maybe even wine or smoking, and all of them stain your teeth and make them yellow. It's time you discovered Power Swabs, the fast 5-minute revolutionary treatment.
The first time I tried it, I was so surprised. My husband was so excited that he wanted to run out and get it. He said, "What have you been trying?" I said, "Well, I've tried this product called Power Swab." And he said, "I can't believe how white your teeth are." From that point on, I've been sold.
Power Swabs are guaranteed to whiten your teeth up to 2 shades after the first application. After 5-minute daily treatments for the next week, your teeth will be an average of 6 shades whiter. Power Swabs will whiten natural teeth and remove stains from veneers, bonding, caps, and crowns.
This is a Power Swab smile.
This is a Power Swab smile.
Call, go online, or scan the code on your screen right now to receive 50% off this Mother's Day. You'll also receive the Power Swab Stain Out Quick Stick, absolutely free. And in addition, you will get free shipping.
When it comes to replacing or upgrading your windows and doors, you want to be confident about your decisions. With Pella Design Works, you can see what your home could look like before you buy. Black frame windows or white, vinyl, wood, or fiberglass. Bring your vision to life and rest assured it's the perfect style for your home. Right now, get 0% interest-free financing for up to 48 months when you order by May 31st. Set your free in-home consultation at PellaWI.com.
Have your best summer ever with Bachman's Mother's Day Pool Sale. Save 25% off all in-stock above-ground radiant pools. Visit our showrooms in Madison and Brookfield and save.
Go ahead, relax. It's Bachman's.
Coming up tonight on the CBS Evening News, Stormy Daniels' testimony continues. The dizzying day and a half of questions about sex, innuendo, and Donald Trump. The latest wrap-up from the New York criminal trial tonight on the CBS Evening News.
Some precious news for Lord of the Rings fans. The Oscar-winning team behind the blockbuster Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit trilogies reuniting now to produce 2 new films. The first of the projects is tentatively titled Lord of the Rings, The Hunt for Gollum. That's coming out in 2026.
Peter Jackson made history with the Lord of the Rings trilogy, becoming the first person to direct 3 major feature movies at the same time. The 2 sets of trilogies brought in nearly $6 billion.
That's why they're making another one.
Yeah,
$6 billion. Alex is back. Final check of the forecast.
Yeah, rain this evening. Chances have gone down significantly. The next chance rain is going to be Friday night. We'll be here. There could be a strong storm or 2, but it'll be a quick moving line of thunderstorms Friday evening. Then Mother's Day, we'll track that line of thunderstorms when you join us at 6 o'clock. Mother's Day forecast, though, before that line of thunderstorms, we'll do mid-70s, sunny skies before those storms.
All right, Alex, thank you. We're back in 30 minutes. For News 3 Now at 6. Stay tuned now for the CBS Evening News.